team, Dr. J. Julius Irving. The NBA's all-time leading scorer, winner of 3 championships at UCLA and 6 NBA championships, 5 with the Los Angeles Lakers. He is the only 6-time NBA Most Valuable Player and a 17-time All-Star. The first NBA player to compete in 20 seasons, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
It is the clash of the legends, and we told you that it had the atmosphere of a championship boxing match. And with little question, as you saw in that introduction of those players, it is just that
much in his career. No, I think the other thing is Kareem's got to force Doc to his left. You know, back off, force him to prove himself from the outside. I think, though, the other side is Doc has got to be very aggressive with Kareem when he has the ball out at the three-point line, not allowing him to go into the three-second lane, a place that Kareem has never been allowed to go before. And now he can set up a tent if he gets there.
We should also remind everyone that unlike the undercards, we will be playing 4 5-minute quarters with 2-minute stop time during the last quarter. Is that going to be a factor? Will they have to, we saw how tired the other guys got. Will they have to lay off a little bit perhaps during the first few minutes of play?
Well, I know, I've seen firsthand what Doc has been doing to get himself in physical shape for this. He had his own trade for a few months now, working on a daily basis, and Kareem went to Aspen to train for 10 days that we know of.
Just like a boxing match. So yes, we have our tale of the tape. Age difference, Dr. J is the young guy. Years as a pro, Kareem the only man to play 20 years in the NBA. Points, unbelievable that Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is the all-time leading scorer, and Dr. J with well over 30,000 points as well.
And that young man sitting next to him is his father.
Now, you know, it looks like he could play.
Yeah, quick addition. Do you realize these two guys have scored nearly 80,000 points? My goodness.
That's hard to believe.
I didn't even have a dream about that.
Hey, I like the way Kareem handled the ball there. Put it on the floor.
You think he came to win?
There's the patented skyhook early.
Wow! They came in play. 2 seconds.
Didn't get it off.
No good. Violation. No.
Doc was wondering if he got a reset on a blocked shot. Said no.
Well,
Irving! Hey, who's this big guy? He should have been playing real good. Where the hell is he playing?
absolutely. I mean, I don't know whoever coached this guy and didn't allow him to expand his game out to the perimeter. I mean, all he won was 3 national championships at UCLA and what, 6 or 7 NBA championships.
He draws first blood. Early 1-0 score. And again, the NBA three-point arc is the one we are using in this main event. That is an NBA 3, but it's short.
Well, so far it appears that Kareem's game plan is working better than Doc's.
Good push.
A little push in the back there. Earl Strom let it go.
But you know, Kareem so used to getting pushed, he didn't even complain about it.
Oh, but Doc still won't go. We're looking for our first field goal.
You got 2 feet, right? You gotta get 2 feet.
Look at this! Oh! Take that! Wow, look at that, will you?
Oh, another block, the second for Kareem.
I think Deuce is going to have to wait till he gets make the fatigue a factor.
Well, one advantage I think Kareem had going into this is it's 2 years now since he's been out of the NBA, so he hasn't been away from it as long as Doc has.
That's a 3.
And as you notice, the three-point line is moved out for this game. Instead of the red line, it's the white line, which is an NBA 3.
You think Kareem's going to... This is what I'm talking about willpower. So far, Kareem has been able to dictate where the game's going to be played.
No shot! No shot!
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Backing him in.
That was good defense by Doc, pushing him out that far. I knew I made a mistake. I should have had Doc matched up against him when we played him. Now here we have 2 great offensive players having a very difficult time scoring. I think they've just come out so intent on stopping the other one, and I'm sure their timing is not what it used to be at the offensive end of the court.
Jabbar!
You see a little fatigue setting in. They came out very intensely. There's a 3 that won't go, and Doc runs it down.
Your ball! That's a push! Your ball was out. Ball was out.
Here it comes. Here it comes. Oh, no. I thought we were going to see the skyhook, but he went back to the left.
Doc has to come up with a different strategy. He's down 10-0 here.
Jabbar! Oh!
I think what Doc has to do is make the court a little bigger for himself. Back off with the ball a little bit and almost get a running start to go after Jabbar.
Well, Kareem decided that he was going to make... He was either make a 3 or have to make something on the move. But Kareem has surprised me with his rapid movement today. I think he surprised the Doc too.
He spin to the goal.
Irving, 2 shots.
You think Kareem wants to play anymore in the NBA?
Maybe back.
I know one place you'd have interest in him.
Think of Miami Heat?
Yeah, I hope if he likes nice warm weather, palm trees, the ocean, a different ocean than he's used to.
Shoot the other one, no play.
Quarter is over, but he will shoot the free throws. Rolls this one in, and they'll break for a minute. Doc will go over to the bench and try and come up with a new strategy.
The young man there giving Julius instructions is one of the great coaches of all time, Dr. John McLeod. In fact, he was a student at Kansas when Dr. Naismith was there. So he knew Dr. Naismith, the inventor of basketball, American basketball, as a young man. And his list of accomplishments is 3 pages long. It's like a KGB dossier.
Yeah, truly a pioneer. You know, he was one of the first coaches, if not the first coach in the early 40s to get the running game installed, and was able to win 3 national championships doing that. He was assistant coach of the Olympic team in 1968.
And he was he coached in the ABA.
That's right, with the Denver Rockets.
Right.
And if I'm not mistaken, he was instrumental in the signing of Spencer Haywood.
Yes, because he got known from the Olympics in '68.
Right. And the first player coming out of college early.
He and Ralph Simpson.
That's right.
All right, we're underway in the second quarter. The Doc's still looking for his first field goal and gets it.
as Will Chamberlain said, nobody roots for Goliath.
That's right.
And I hope he is watching. I hope he's feeling better.
Yeah. I hope you think he's watching? Think he paid the $20
to watch Kareem and listen to me? I don't think so.
Not a chance.
But we do send him our best.
He's backing it in.
We watched that shot, John. That's the greatest shot that we've ever had in the game of basketball. Why don't we see young players today learning that shot and using that shot?
Jabbar!
As long as I live, I will never understand.
As much college basketball as I see, there's very few guys do. A lot of guys have tried with a little jump added to it, but the skyhook you just don't see.
And you know, it's a shot that doesn't take up a lot of space when you take it. I mean, you can go straight up, you can go left, you can step out left, or you can step away from the hoop, or you can jump straight up. And it's a shot that, if you get it, it's really unstoppable.
Absolutely.
As he's proven for the last 35 years.
Hits another one. Neither gentleman interested right now in calling the timeout. Still got over 3 minutes to go here in the second quarter.
Hey, Julius says he wants a referee. He wants to bring in another ref.
I think Doc's got to get himself going to the basket. That's always been his game. See him talking to himself now.
What he has to do, really, if he's going to go to the game, go to the basket, he's got to get away from Kareem. In other words, he can't go into Kareem. He has to try to go around him and make Kareem have to move sideways.
That's right.
In other words, from here, he had to go out to the foul line.
Right now, Dr. J might not think this was such a good idea.
Instead of going straight to the basket and veer out toward the foul line. And he'd be able to get the shots off.
You never had a coach against Kareem, but one year in 1980-81 season, or no, excuse me, 81-82. Every time Kareem Abdul-Jabbar touched the ball in the finals against us, it's offensively, at the offensive end of the court, either passing it, shooting it, whatever, they scored 74% of the time. You think I was, why, now you know why I'm losing my hair.
Now we know why you don't want to do it anymore.
Yeah.
That's called muscle.
Yeah. Oh.
Pushes him away from the ball.
Push!
Oh, that was close to the 12-second clock.
The clock expired, so that is tough.
There's the spot. Ooh. Stopped away by Julius.
Now, does he get a reset? He didn't get a reset.
3 seconds on the clock. So he's got to look for the three-point shot. Ooh. Pretty good form.
I didn't think a guy that big could breathe that far away from the basket. Julius is going to have to pick up the pace the second half.
Yeah. This is a physical game out here.
He's now over the limit in the first half.
You never would expect that, would you?
I mean, it's...
Well, now, Kareem, with his height and weight, has to make it a physical game. And that's he's determined how the game's going to be played. That's why he's ahead, because he's getting shots inside. Plus, offense and defense, he's keeping contact with Julius. And that was there a 50 or 60-pound difference.
And Doc hasn't been able to put the defensive pressure on him that he thought he would be able to force him to pick the ball up outside, closer to the three-point line.
That's it for the first half. And Julius Erving will have to think about how to solve this man, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Let's join Jim Gray, who's standing by with the doc.
Julius, you had some trouble making a shot here in the first half. How are you going to adjust here in the second?
Well, I'm going to have to go for the middle range shot. I'm not scoring all the way in, and obviously my long range is not working. So I got to go for the middle range. Then defensively, I just got to be tough.
Okay, good luck in the second half. You got a heck of a coaching job in front of you, John McClendon. Let's go back to John Saunders.
All right, thanks a lot, Jim Gray. You know, Julius and Kareem sat down recently with Spencer Haywood and JoJo White in Orlando during the All-Star game. Plenty of terrific stories. Let's hear a few.
When I first met all of you, I was an amateur basketball player, which means that y'all are all older than me.
It's amazing. I reflect back, you know, in terms of when we got together, you know, during the Olympics in '68.
Crazy.
And I had a big concern, and I'm sure Wood had the same concern, and that was during that particular Olympics, the boycott, you know, was on. Kareem didn't play because he turned pro. Elvin Hayes and a lot of the, you know, top amateurs decided to turn pro as opposed to participating in the Olympics. I really didn't understand, you know, interiorly why the boycott was on. I wasn't abreast as to what was happening.
I had to play the opposite role as far as like being out front. And
Yeah, for sure.
that was tough. That was like being the weather vane out there where the lightning hits.
It would have been easier to compete.
Yeah, it would have. You know, I was out here walking point for a political cause.
Yeah.
And that was a tough few moments. But I'm glad I did it. I have no regrets to this day that I did it. I think we made a statement, and at least people viewed you guys, the people, the Americans that watched the game saw you guys in a different light and appreciated you, and also had a newfound respect for you as Americans.
I was playing all over the place, you know, after season, I got in all kind of tournaments to keep
These were barnstorming games. You know how all the guys in New York, right? There's always a guy around.
Let's go down.
Man, we got a game, right? I'm gonna give everybody $50 to come and play in the game, right? So I had decided to leave school, and who's gonna play in the games? JoJo White's gonna play in the game, right? They got nice trophies, because, you know, $50 a trophy. You got it. Trophy's about 6 feet high, right?
Am I looking at the game differently? I see them not strong fundamentally. I'm trying to find out. Some guys can't shoot a 15 or 20-foot jump shot. That's, like, to me, that's amazing, you know.
But some guys come in and they really got it all together.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a guy playing for Golden State, Tim Hardaway.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a little guy, and he knows how to play with his back to the basket, and he's killing everybody because he can take them in there and post them up. He's not just, you know, perimeter player. And, you know, you got to learn that. I learned that at UCLA from John Wooden. I mean, the big guys, you might have to help break the press one day. You know, a game might counter it.
No matter how fantastic your game can be in terms of taking it on a tangent, dunk shots, dribbling behind your back, or whatever, the majority of the game is played from a fundamental basis. And if you ever lose sight of that, you're talking short term in terms of your career.
That's right.
And that's just the fact.
I just commend you both, man, and this is going to be something special.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank this man here. I mean, it was his brainchild.
Yeah.
You know, and
All right.
yeah.
Let's roll with it. For the class. For the class.
For the class.
There's the doctor, who is ready for the clash, but is down right now, sitting next to his coach, John McClendon. And Kareem Abdul-Jabbar has the lead, 19-5, but we still have 10 minutes left to play. It could swing. Let's rejoin Jim Gray with Magic Johnson.
All right, John, I'm here with Magic. Are you surprised at how well Kareem has played? I mean, the cap looks like he never left the court.
Well, I think that what you forgot was the fact that Kareem has always been a winner. He's always been a guy that never wanted to be embarrassed. And he seemed like he got himself in pretty good shape, and he's also doing what you have to do when you're a bigger man playing a smaller man, and he's putting his body on Julius and wearing Julius out and then getting him inside the key, and you know Julius can't handle him inside that key. So I was going to wait to see who got to who first, whether Julius got to him with his quickness or whether Kareem with his strength and size got to Julius, and that's what happened. Kareem got to him.
Well, you worked out quite a bit for the All-Star game. You better start working out again because you're going to have to figure out a way to beat Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. You told us you wanted him.
Get Bill Russell over there and John and, of course, you know, the part owner. We had to get the part owner of the Miami Heat over there, Billy Cunningham. Now, all of them chip in. Let's see, $10 million apiece. I'll be ready.
You left Earl out, and Earl's mad at you. If he's the referee, he's going to get you. Let's go back to John Sonic.
Too rich. We can't put him in. He's too rich.
John?
All right, Jim Gray, thank you very much. Magic Ever, the entertainer, $30 million. Well, you might be able to pull that off. Let's take a look.
We know what the price is.
Hey, guys, I need a loan.
We have a camera right in the foul lane, planted in the floor cam, and we have some shots from that as well as some of the other effects that you've seen in the first half as Kareem has opened up a 14-point lead.
Just overpowering Julius on the inside. See Kareem using that left hand. He's getting to that spot, and that's history there. Now we just see him just backing overpowering. That's been the whole story, as Magic had mentioned. You know, Kareem's game plan is working. Doc's going to make some adjustments with him, if he has any chance to win this.
Well, Bill Russell is a big man and one of the Hall of Famers. How would you suggest to the smaller man, Julius Erving, you know how guys used to have their best effect against you, what would you say to Julius against Kareem?
This may sound funny now.
You got the second quarter, he gets the third quarter.
Has to get away from contact. Try to avoid contact, offensive and defensive.
Field goes just two.
And make him have to make us protect the ball. It's too late now, see? Yeah, that's... When Kareem gets there, it's a long time since anyone there been able to stop it.
It'd be even pretty tough on you if he got down that deep.
Violation!
He didn't have to get that deep to be tough on it.
Okay, now Doc's got to make the court bigger.
What he has to do is basically stay away from him.
Push! Jabbar! Erving! Push! Now keep the hand.
Doc has really picked up the defense here.
Yes. Yeah, and the question is, will he be able to sustain it? He needs that one.
Good! Jabbar! Two!
Kareem's personal foul, and Julius will shoot two.
But he still has not been able to open the court up and take it to the basket, because there's never been a player that's played this game that is as great as Julius Erving in the open court.
I just don't think with Kareem's height and strength, he can't go straight at him. He has to try to go around him and make it.
Erving! Two go!
And now Julius is muscling him.
Yeah, and now we're watching Kareem going through his spin moves.
The 360.
Yeah, the 360.
Did he shoot it off? Two.
That was a silly question Julius asked Earl. Did he shoot it, Earl?
Well, maybe he lost sight of it.
Yeah, Earl. It's Earl's rules.
Hey, well, now, we're going to see the old adage about a good big man wearing out the good little guy.
You like that adage, don't you?
Now, there's where Julius should have the ball, right here. That's it. That's what he should be doing.
Yes.
Jabbar!
Way out here.
Two go!
Start for him and then veer off.
Just make the court bigger. create a situation where it
makes
is.
the court bigger. That takes a lot of the oxygen out of the air for.
But if he does that, that's like Doc, and we all remember him so well in the open court on fast break situations. He can create that situation. That'll be the closest way he can create it.
Stay in,
and that's the
Doc.
only way he can get back in the
You
game.
gotta stay behind the line, Doc. I can reach him.
Trying to keep him out away from the basket is a tough one. Continuation, this is the NBA.
Now he's doing a good thing, Doc, is making Kareem have to protect the ball when he's doing it.
The thing that impresses me, not only the ball handling skills of Kareem, but the strength. I mean, Doc, Earl Strum is letting him beat him to death, and Kareem is just bouncing. He's just bouncing right off Kareem.
Well, Kareem, we've always been able to beat Kareem like that, so this is not unusual. He doesn't even complain.
Really sets up for the
one
three.
time. Oh, bad decision by Julius. You know, one thing about this game, too, the players can't blame a coach or a teammate.
You can't say they didn't give me the ball, and then they got in the way. Call the foul on the big guy.
Jabbar, one.
And now they're both breathing a little bit.
Last minute of action in the third quarter.
We're under a minute here, and finally the three-pointer goes for the Doc.
Stay inside the white line.
That's cute. That's cute.
There we go. Spots up for the three again. Not this time. Trying to run it down.
Jabbar.
Now, if Julius was 23, he would have ran that one down.
Yes.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Right, you can't stop that.
That is the greatest single offensive weapon ever in sports. That's because he was able to take that shot, I think, from junior high school.
At the end of break,
20 years in the NBA.
Kareem goes back to the bench with a 16-point lead now. Doc has found a little more offense.
About the calls because the clock keeps going. You know, just thinking it out. I gotta play. It's all pride now.
What Doc has just got to find some way to get himself in a rhythm. There's no question he's going to need some three-point shots in this next period, but I think if he can open the court up, get himself feeling that he regains some confidence offensively, he's got a chance. That's the only way he's going to have a chance against Jabbar.
Well, what happened so far is like, I think I said the first part of the game is that Kareem has been able to make the game the way he wanted to play. And there are some things that Doc, as great as he was, there were some things that he was not really great, and one of them, he was not really a great outside shooter.
Ladies and gentlemen, Magic Johnson was threatening to come onto the floor. The crowd was calling, "We want Magic." He got the basketball.
Bill, does it surprise you that Jabbar has been able to dominate this way?
A little bit. He has the ball better than I thought he would. But I'll tell you one thing. What he has done is really important is that he made sure that they're playing his game.
Well, I guess he still could jump.
In the fourth quarter, we will have blocked by Doc. Short with it. The last 2 minutes will be stop time, so there is time for Julius to come back. You heard during the break, he said it's all about pride now.
Bang! Irving! Two!
And you know what Julius is going through now is what hundreds of guys are going through the last 30 years trying to guard Jabbar.
Oh, that's the truth.
You feel like hitting him with a baseball bat.
And you don't even know if that'll work.
Right. Because if you hit him, you don't know if you hurt him. Because he never really changed the expression out there. Don't hold.
Generation! Keep an eye on that clock.
The takes possession.
There you go. See, that shot is away from Kareem. No contact.
Ooh. Julius perhaps a little fatigued, trying a three.
All right.
Down to 11.
Come back here.
Yeah, hits another one, maybe a three.
Yes.
It's going to be tough, though, because Kareem is so aware of the clock and what he has to do, as we just saw.
Well, you might outplay him, but you won't outsmart him. You know that.
That's right.
Nice job of rebounding by Smith.
Can you believe he played 20 years professionally? I hear you, big man, the great success you had, Bill, in this game. I mean, obviously Kareem, but he still was able to maintain that fire for the game for 20 years.
Keep the rebound alive as well.
Yeah, Kareem.
2 minutes remaining.
Kareem's calling timeout. Hey, Julius, he blinked. He blinked.
The last 2 minutes will be stop time. So this 2 minutes could last some time. The crowd calling for Magic Johnson once again. Earl Strom tosses in the basketball.
What do you think? I'll bet you $1 on the shot. Which way do you want? Is he going to make it?
Going in.
Oh, wait, no.
You saw him make the one at the NBA All-Star game.
Your ball. Who scored?
You know what I'd like to see Kareem do, though, is this comes down. Do you think he could hit a hook shot from the three-point line? He'd shoot the sky hook one time from the dead right corner.
You know, when I was in college, 2 guys did that. Bob Hubrecht from the University of Washington and Tommy Hansen from
I'm not that old, Bill.
They used to shoot 3-point. I was guarding Hansen when he was at Holy Cross, and he stepped out of bounds with a hook shot and made it.
Oh, my goodness.
Kareem now, it's commanding, it's 15 points, and time is definitely...
See, this is where he should be. That's...
Nice job defensively, though.
Yeah.
All right.
Can't even get the right bounce when Kareem went out of bounds.
Come on, dude.
You know, I had the chance to coach Julius for 8 years. And number one, I used to tease him when I finished. I'd say, how did you ever listen to me for 8 years?
He said, when you were on Channel 4, I turned to Channel 5.
That's what he did, too, whatever it took. But the one thing that I always remember about him as a player was that if he had a bad night, the next night you didn't have to say a word to him because you knew that he was so focused and he was going to come back and play at such a level because of that pride factor.
Don't back.
30 seconds left. Kareem, yet another one.
Kareem was signaling something to Bill. But I don't know what it was.
Oxygen.
You got any, Bill? Well, he doesn't have to go much longer. Down to 20 seconds.
Oh! No good! Your
No good, your ball.
He didn't even call a foul.
Oh,
Yeah, he called a
okay,
foul.
he did. He pointed though to Kareem when he said your ball.
That's what I thought.
You know, these guys are in pretty good shape considering.
That's well, he hit the three. He didn't do what I asked him to do. Shoot the skyhook from the three-point line.
And he hits his second three-pointer of the game, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is the winner in the classes of the legends. And you see the sportsmanship and the affection that these two men have for each other. 41-23 is the final.
He told me he started shooting left-handed.
Jim Gray.
Thank you, John Saunders. Kareem, you said that you would get in great shape for this game. It appeared as though you are. How do you feel right now?
I'm tired. I knew it was going to be an endurance contest, and I got ready for it.
You said you would base your comeback, you told me a couple of months ago, on how you played this evening. Where does that stand, and how did you evaluate your play?
Well, I played okay, but I'm not going to try and come back. I just leave that alone. I'm very happy that this went well. I want to thank George and Rick for putting on a good show, and just want to thank all fans for tuning in. Thank you.
Magic Johnson said he'd like to play the winner in a one-on-one match. Would you like to play Magic?
No, I don't want to play anybody.
Well, let's leave it at that. Congratulations. We enjoyed it tonight, Kareem. Let's go back to John Saunders.
Anybody who's ever thought they might have wanted a shot at Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, now is the time to go get him.
Hold up, Kareem. There's three of us.
He's a winner. Abdul-Jabbar, very honest and very tired, but right now let's rejoin Jim Gray, who is with Julius Erving.
All right, I'm here with Julius. You too looked exhausted. This was quite a contest of endurance tonight. It's tough to play 4 or 5 minute quarters, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. Especially if you start off so poorly. And I never got on track in the first quarter. And I, settled for the long-range shot, trying to get back in the game quickly. Just didn't have enough patience.
It looks as though we know where you have been over the past 5 years on the golf course.
Yeah, I've been playing a lot of golf. But the last 3 months, I was training for this. And, I don't have any excuses. He played well. He stayed with his game plan. 90% of the shots he shot from this one area right here. And, that was the area I knew was going to give me trouble. The only way I could negate that was to have a good offensive night. I didn't have a good offensive night.
How would you evaluate how Kareem played? Is he capable of coming back to the NBA? He says he doesn't want to, but could he play?
Well, he's a smart player, with his talent and his intelligence. Certainly with a specialized role, I think he could fill it. He just had a game plan tonight. I don't think that three-point he made in the first quarter was part of the game plan, but made it very tough for me.
Julius, thank you very much. John Saunders?
All right, Jim Gray. It was certainly an event worth watching. A lot of fun, a lot of camaraderie. And you gentlemen, I think I hear there's a rumor going around that the next setup may be between the two of you.
Yes, right. Yes, we've been talking about it.
We've been talking about this.
That's where it's going to stay.
That's right. The talking stage. That's exactly where it stays.
But the basketball skills